Good afternoon, Weston. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. My name is Addison, and I am with SpaceX, and we're interviewing today for an internship job. All right, so I have a couple questions for you. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so when working on time-based projects, how do you manage your time?
So first I prioritize the most important projects. Then after that, with any spare time remaining, I kind of work out the fine details.
All right, good. What makes you best fit for this position?
Considering my background in the many different projects I worked on during school, I think I have a well-rounded knowledge that'll contribute to the success of this position.
All right, and then how do you stand out from other applicants?
Once again, I'd probably point out my projects. I've worked very hard on them and have got outstanding awards.
All right, that's cool. So, as far as your weakest qualities, what would you say they are, and what do you do to overcome them?
I'd say my weakest quality would be my introvertedness. It allows me to work well on my own, but in a group setting, there's some barriers that I have to overcome. And lately, I've started working in smaller groups, and that's helped a lot. And hopefully, working in bigger groups, it can translate over as well.
That's a good answer. Do you have any questions for me?
Um, just what's your favorite part about SpaceX?
So, my favorite part of SpaceX is that it's a fairly new company, and we are making revolutionary inventions, such as the first spacecraft to launch normal people out in space and stuff like that.
And then what's your favorite thing?
So, I love the people. The people that I work with, they're super inventive and innovative, and they always just have the best. All right, do you have any more questions?
No, ma'am, I think that's everything.
All right, well, it's good to meet you. You should hear back from us in a couple of days.
Awesome, thank you. Hello, Addison. I'm Weston with Squaw Valley Veterinary. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. So we'll go ahead and get started with this interview for your veterinary technician position. So what makes you passionate about this job?
So I've always loved animals. I have loved them ever since I was a little kid, and I'm just super passionate about helping them, especially because they don't have a voice for themselves. So I feel like taking care of them and kind of understanding them is what makes me passionate for them.
That's great. So when working in a group setting, what role do you usually take?
As much as I would love to say leader, I would have to say second in command, because I want to be the person that everybody goes to for questions or help, but I don't want to be the one calling all the shots.
Okay. What do you have any regrets?
I don't have any regrets. In the moment, I might have regretted doing what I did or saying what I said, but at the end of the day, everything that I've done, said, has led me to where I am today. So ultimately, no regrets.
That's an excellent answer. And this last question here, if you could be an animal, what would you be and why?
If I could be an animal, I would probably be an owl, because they're quiet, but they're always there. They're always looking over everything, and I feel like they're very wise, and they don't sit there and talk and insert themselves, but they step back and listen and take as much information in as possible.
It says a lot about you. So do you have any questions for me?
I do. So what does a great employee look like?
So here at Squaw Valley, we take the animals first. That's our first priority. So someone that is showing up all the time, dedicated to their work, and doesn't take any shortcuts is really what we're looking for to ensure the animals' health and safety.
Alrighty.
Do you have any more questions for me?
I do not.
All right. It was great meeting you. We'll get back to you within a couple weeks.
All right. Sounds good.